If they want to start catching people and they catch you because you've mixed up with the wrong crowd, that's not good, even if you did anything. Another thing is you can download something, and because not like everybody on the dark web, they do wrong stuff, but obviously you can download stuff and you get what you did not plan for. You can open a site, and because of how the names are, you just open a site thinking it's one thing, and then you see stuff you did not intend to see. You understand? Yeah. You must understand it. Now, let's do practical. Let's do practical. So, this is Tor browser. Don't mind this. When you open Tor browser, this is how it happens. For the sake of experiments, run it from my hand, but not here. Sorry, I'll have to close the old one, and I don't want to do that yet. Well, when you open Tor browser, you get like a normal browser as you'd expect, but for one, the whole thing is on incognito mode the whole time. Like the browser is on incognito mode from beginning to end. There is no, once you close it, it doesn't keep history. It just goes back to being blank. Many sites on the dark web, they shut them down and change their everything. Like they change the names to prevent being traced. So you have to use sites like this to know which of their links are working at each point and which ones are not working. They show you the new links. These are the kind of things you expect to find on the dark web. These are different drugs. As you can see, we have Colombian cocaine. Yes. They are the ones I don't know, people that know better might educate us later, like Happy Sunrise, there is that one and that one, and plenty of them that I don't know what they are. You want to see what? You want? We're not doing that one. We're not finished. No, this is... Please, let me realize that it's too late. See, these guys sell as much as selling this. How would they be selling that? See, and they sell it. This is the value on the market for what they want to give you, and this is how much they are selling it. So they sell it to you cheaper, and these are actual. Some of them I don't know. They sell real ones, some sell fake ones. But the idea, we have to believe that all they sell is fake. They sell all of this. They give you ID cards that appear very, very, very real. So, as I said, most of the stuff is using Bitcoin and is very costly if you actually check it well. If you convert it, you realize most of it is very, very costly. It's not usually cheap. But the people that need it, they need it for whatever reason that they need it for. So, that's that. I will stop there. Now, any questions? Any questions?
What's the difference between using Tor browser and ask questions like that? Why is it faster? I mean that using Tor browser is very, very speedy more than doing it normal human being. And second question is, what's the difference between Tor browser and going incognito for your normal browser?
Okay, I think would the practical answer better, should I just say, let me just say it. The idea is when you go incognito, there's a site like hua.net or all those free sites. When you access them on incognito mode, they will show you that you are in Lagos. They will show you the general area they believe you are in Lagos. They will give you your IP. They'll give you everything you need to show you that they're no close to where you are. When you close incognito mode, they want you to believe that they have forgotten it. But as every incognito mode in every browser will tell you, it is not secure. People are watching you. If I use Tor browser, now, the DevOps infrastructure guys, for example, they can check what you are browsing when you're using Firefox, or they can if they choose to. When I use Tor, they can't. Now, in the sense of the word, that's the actual incognito. Because it's not just about normal incognito mode on browsers. It just shields your computer from knowing what you are doing, so that when you close it, it deletes what you've done so far. Now, Tor browser, on the other hand, even MTN or whatever server or ISP are using, they have no idea where you just went to. So it is truly secure, unlike incognito mode. And as for fastness, I don't think Tor browser is faster than the others. It's the same internet and probably a bit slower because it has to bounce off many places before it gets to where you actually need it to be. So it's going to be maybe a bit slower. Are we good? Any other question?
Anybody can use Tor, right?
Anybody. It's online. If you
It's not expensive to do.
It's free. Everything is free. Any other question?
Now, how connects to multiple access or and the rest? Multiple access or learning and the rest. But I still believe that that simple is not secure. You are always advised to close your camera, Wi-Fi, or also told not to give you access on your device on your, but you think that it's secure.
That one is not a matter of security. That one is a matter of you that's using it. Whether or not you know good practices to use when you're browsing. For example, we know hackers can. Now, when you just open your Tor browser, for example, you are secure. It's just there, it's not doing anything. It doesn't connect to anything. Unlike, say, Chrome, when you open it, you know automatically as soon as you open Chrome, it connects to the Google backend and starts doing stuff. You have not done anything yet. When you open Tor, it's just there. When you access various sites, depends on, as I said now, most of the sites advise you to switch off your JavaScript, to just turn off JavaScript, disable it, so that they can't without your own permission. Because you know when you switch off JavaScript, it's almost impossible for people to access your system using the normal means they have to. Because JavaScript is what enables that things can happen without you knowing it. If it's a static website in the sense that you switch off JavaScript, it's not that interactive. Yeah? So when you are using Tor, it's advised, yes, sellotape your camera for safety purposes. Because people that use the dark web, they go to group chats and rooms where they are full of people and they interact. Now, when you know you interact with people, that means it's a socket network. That means that there's a connection straight from the server to you. It's not asking, socket networks don't ask you when you want to send and when you want to receive. It's just open, which means if someone hack into the back end of that site, they have access to everybody that's connected to it. So they advise you, not because they think Tor is not safe. Tor on its own is safe. They release updates like maybe every 2 weeks or so to ensure that they are secure. On a normal, Mozilla Firefox tried to be safe. Tor runs on Mozilla, making Mozilla safer than it should be. Very, very secure. So if all those other things that you're talking about are a matter of you yourself, you have to be careful to make sure that you don't give access. If they ask you, do you want Tor safe, if you resize your browser window, Tor tells you you should not resize it, because you resizing it means that someone can use JavaScript to check the. So they even tell you to not do that. You don't give JavaScript that when you open it the way it is, use it that way. Don't do anything that can enable any bit of JavaScript. That's the idea. So for what you're talking about, it's a matter of you being secure, not about them being secure. Are we good? What? Why I say this is virtually impossible. Virtually. Not like it's impossible, but whoever is going to find your IP when you are using Tor is going to take a long time to do it.